Hello, everyone. Hello, my awesome subjects, my lords, my ladies, my winners, my wizards, my winners, my losers, my fan club. Hello, welcome to the recording, welcome to the video. It is I, your lord, your master, your savior, Mediafire. I'm just joking. No, but today I am happy. Why? Because I decided, you know what? I should probably start off a little bit different. It is, after all, a new year. Will this be that New Year special? I know not. But what I can tell you is that Mythalis Day is around the corner. And I don't have anyone yet. So there's that. But you know what? I'm here with all of you. Ooh. No! I'm kind of excited, to be honest. You know, I'll take you all. I don't care. That's how degenerate I am. I am based right now. I don't know what to do. But honestly, I am just happy to be alive, first of all, as we should all be happy for, grateful for. As you've noticed, I took the liberty of wearing something a little different. Something a bit, simpler. The robes are honestly being dry cleaned right now, so that's why I'm not wearing them. Yes, even after keep up appearances, believe it or not. And I was like, you know what? I should go something for a bit more relaxed, something a bit more, nice, while still showing some flair. So I hope all of you are excited about that. A lot of things are not happening right now. So I was like, you know what the hell am I going to talk about? I don't even know. So, so it's been a while. It's been actually a great deal more than a while, to be honest. I think the last video I did was, it wasn't like it was a month or anything like that crazy. It's just, I've been sort of, discovering myself. But honestly, I don't know if you've noticed at all, I changed up a bit my looks. I wanted to go a bit cleaner, better shaven. And believe it or not, I am also, putting myself through a diet. I am exercising regularly because even mages have to exercise their bodies, believe it or not, because the stronger your body, the stronger the magic you are able to wield. Because, believe it or not, the amount of magic you have can be somewhat limited based on your physical stature. In order for the law of the universe to sort of, coincide with what we have here, in order for you to, sort of use certain types of magics, if you're not ready for it, you're not going to be able to use it properly, especially in dire circumstances, which is why I am here for all of you. To show you my strength, my power, my massive ability when it comes to magic. So, honestly, I hope all of you are excited for the road ahead. What you call Valentines Day, I call Mythalis Day. It's coming around the corner. I hope all of you, if you don't have anyone, don't feel bad. Guess what? Neither do I. And it's a lot of problems. But I will say something quite interesting. So recently I came upon an old relic I thought my family had lost a long time ago. Now, I don't know if I'll be able to show you. It is something quite sensitive. I don't even know if I can even find the damn thing. It's been forever since I've actually found it. But it is something quite interesting. So I hope all of you are excited for that. I am certainly excited to do something, honestly. The jewelry thing is coming along quite nicely. I'm still perfecting it, still working on it. Honestly, my mage wear, my jewelry that I'm working on, which I am imbuing with ounces of my mana, is in a process of, being done and being marketed. But anyways, let's talk about the current events, the fiascos happening around the current climate you call America. Because honestly, anything else and everything else doesn't matter. And no, we're not be going into the whole same drawl about, things like the virus, the COVID, the vaccine, everything. I don't care. No one cares. We've been in this bullshit for 2 years. I'm utterly tired of this. Any talk of it, I am tired. I am tired. Anything everyone talks about is politics or drugs or anything else. I'm over it. Am I watching Euphoria? No, I'm not. Will I? Possibly. Just to give you a proper commenting about it. Some proper commentary. I feel as though it is quite needed. Unfortunately, there's not so many people that are as well versed in the way of, movies as I am, that is able to convey them in certain words that is not only understandable but delightful to the ears. So, yes, so recently, there's been that whole thing, Spotify issued their thing with, Rogan over certain content, you know what the hell I'm talking about. He issued out somewhat of an apology saying that, look, I'm basically a moron, but I tell you guys I'm a moron, and I can admit when I'm wrong, when there's facts or whatever, and that's it. That's the end of it. And honestly, it's the best take to take at this, venture. Honestly, if you don't know anything, just say you don't know, which he has, admittedly so. Is he a credible source? He's a comedian and an MMA fighter. If you're taking anyone's opinion from him based on, anything else or whatever, you're sort of an idiot. You have to sort of get your information from, like I said, more reputable sources. Whether or not something is credible, just leave it up to whether or not the person's a doctor or whatever. Like I said, I don't want to get too much into it. There's that. Recently, believe it or not, my favorite show ever, The View, which is nothing but a freaking chicken coop of a bunch of cuckling heads at this point, decided to, put our dear queen, Whoopi, our godmother Whoopi, on a 2-week sabbatical, sort of a vacation. She said some things that were quite interesting. But apparently, look, I'm a degenerate. Does this offend me? Not at all. I'm not offended by any of it. But apparently there was some talk about Holocaust and then the comparisons again. And then, there was the, she was talking about the race, her ideas of what a race is. She doesn't really consider, well, at least from what I've heard, the term Jew as it being a race, and technically she's right. She's right. I believe the book definition of a race is mostly appeared towards skin color, which wasn't really a thing till, all this shit happened with, colonialism and everything else. But race, as we understand it, according to the definition, is supposed to talk about the actual complexion of the person, the skin color, things of that nature. When someone says they are, white, that is their race. When you see it on the papers, the papers in the forms you fill out, it says, what race are you, or whatever. Race is different from ethnicity, believe it or not. I know a lot of people sort of forget the word ethnicity. So, for example, my race is technically white, though I am not white. My ethnicity is not white. That's all I'm going to tell you, for protective purposes. But that is essentially what it is, your race is simply what you appear to be. Ethnicity is what you actually is. That's like your true classifier, and that's pretty much the end of it. You can have someone that, for example, is Latino, but their race is not Latino. Their race is white, or the race is black, or the race is brown, or whatever the other things are. Latinos cover a wide scope of people. Some look Asian, some look, traditionally Hispanic, South American, or, even native to some aspects. Some do, in fact, look black, African American, or whatever you choose to portray yourself as, Nigerian, whatever, because those do exist. And there are those that also appear to be white. It is a race of people that cover a broad spectrum, So there's that, but ethnicity is in fact something a bit different. Ethnicity is somebody like, for example, somebody could be, Middle Eastern, but they look a lot more white. The complexion is white. So by race standards, they are white, it's just for color. That's all it really is. Then, people conflate the two. What race are you? They say, I am Hispanic, but that's not really a race technically. Or they say my race is, Ugandan knuckles, or as an example, but that's not really what race is. From what I have researched and from what I have, indeed interpreted from what I've seen. But anyways, controversies aside, they're going to put her away. And I was like, you know what, Whoopi? Get off the fucking show, okay? The View is garbage. Just like The Real is garbage. A bunch of fake bitches who think they know what's up when they don't. They all have money. They all have spouses that they despise because they talk about it every time on their fucking show. No one gives a goddamn what you think. You're not real. The View is an outdated show. It should have been canceled 5 to 10 years ago. They do nothing but talk about politics when they used to talk about hot topics, women issues, things that whatever. They don't even talk about that anymore. They are completely wrapped up in this political bipartisan bullshit. I am so tired of this. The View, gone. It should be gone. Let's protest The View in general. I am tired of everything. They all have horrible taste in clothes. They have horrible taste in makeup. They have horrible taste in attitudes, first of all. And their takes in general for anything is not only one-sided, but absolutely ridiculous even for that one side. Get rid of the show. No one watches it anymore, okay? Thank God we have shows like Euphoria, where we can watch, what's-her-face get fucked by some guy, whatever. That's what the people want nowadays, okay? We want rape. We want incest. We want, debauchery. We don't care no more about, why we don't care? Because they've been spoon-feeding us this shit, ramming it up our asses for over a decade. No one cares anymore. I don't care. People will sooner watch a show about a bunch of young teens and tweens contemplating life, going through depression, and killing themselves. Hello. I think it's called whatever. And they're doing that shit instead of watching The View. Admittedly, I would rather watch the Saw movies than watch The View. I would rather watch, a child get abducted and then put back in the crib because the child was a piece of shit. I would rather watch that than watch The View. And rather than watch The Real. Let's be honest, because The Real is anything but, okay? Their basis towards men is disgusting. All they do is talk about how shitty men are. I can't believe you do this. But then they're the ones saying that they could care less if the ex-girlfriend of their spouse dies. They could care less about everything else. They want to put everyone in prison, want to put everyone in camps. Hello? That is the people you are watching this on TV. But is it what they actually think? Who knows? But believe it or not, everything that you guys are watching on TV is specifically designed to get your reaction. They're all reactionaries. And guess who else fucking does that? The news that you watch. All of it. Any side, whether it's Fox or NBC, whatever. I hate both. I hate all of it. All they talk about is what the one side is versus what the other side is. Everything is conflict with the news. Everything is reactionary. Do yourself a favor and don't watch it. If they're not talking about the weather, if they're not talking about what Kim Kardashian is doing to Pete Davidson, or what Kanye West is doing or not doing with his girlfriend, who I don't know the name of because she's not important enough for me to mention. She's not. I don't care. Kanye's a moron. He has bipolar disorder. He was in a relationship with Kim. She stuck with him because 1, he's Kanye. 2, he has money. 3, he's somewhat of a genius, though he's mad. He has horrible takes and everything else. His concept of, everything he thinks about, people think it's, yeah, Kanye, because, Kanye, whatever. I heard all of it, okay? He's got some good points, though. I'll give him that. But it's over with. The beef between him and Pete Davidson is non-existent, okay? It's not really happening. You guys want it to happen, guess what? It's not. He's going to be there. Why? Okay, Kim doesn't want you, Kanye, because you're an asshole. You're a guy that's consumed with what you want to do. But guess what? So is Kim. Believe it or not, she's made an entire industry benefiting off her looks and over what she can process. But guess what? I heard that she's on the bar, that she passed, I believe, a minor bar exam, so she wants to become a lawyer. She's doing more for her life, okay? She's a grown-ass woman. She's in her 40s, I believe, going into her 50s. She has Pete Davidson. Pete Davidson doesn't matter because, one, it's Kim Kardashian, okay? Kim Kardashian, a woman of looks. I'm even surprised she's been considered to give Kanye the light of day. Kanye was cool through the 90s. He had some good looks. Through the 2000s, okay. But then he started going through his whole, whatever phase, The Jesus thing was for him to branch out to a wider audience, okay? I had my skepticism about it. I'm skeptic about the Christians regardless, okay? But even I could tell that Kanye was using them, just like Trump was using them. But they don't seem to give a shit, okay? Kanye says all this shit or whatever. He doesn't want to get a divorce or whatever. He's whatever they say. Yet he has a girlfriend on the side that he's seeing that he's probably having relations with, despite what he says. The man is unstable, okay? He wants to get into a fight with his, divorcee wife, even though they're not technically divorced yet, over a guy that she's seeing who's younger than Kanye, who's apparently, becoming relevant within the scope of media. And media, I say very broadly and very minor at the same time. It's a contradiction, whatever. Sue me. You have no money, you can't. So, it's this whole thing. I am certainly tired of it. I am over this. I'm over everything. I feel like burning this house to the ground. Burn. I can't stand anything anymore. The Spider movie was alright. I thought it was a good movie, but anything anybody ever talks about now is either movies or who's fucking who. I am tired of it. Tom Holland, very cute, a good actor, I guess. From Britain, he has a lot of, appeal to everyone or whatever. He's like in his, I think he's 25. He looks like he's 16. Now they're having him play Nathan Drake, who doesn't look anything like that, but a younger version, which, may be giving him a pass. And, so he's pretty much being put in every movie. The guy that played Bucky in the, Winter Soldier thingy or whatever, Captain America's love interest. Honestly, let's be real. They would have made a better couple than him and the girl that he went back in time to stay with and then grow old and die together, whatever. At least he's useful. I'm just joking. She's an agent, whatever. She can't really help in battle, but that's besides the point. The point is, he's being put in everything too, or whatever. I'm seeing his face everywhere. He was even in the movie The 355, which was a marvelous movie with some leading acting roles in it. Lupita Nyong'o. That one woman from the Jurassic Park things that came out or whatever. Some other woman that she looks familiar, but I don't know where she's from. She was in there. And she was doing her thing, okay? But the movie, it was a marvelous movie. I highly recommend you go see that movie, okay? But like I said, people are also worried about it. You know what? Let's go back to The View. Honestly, let's go back. Hey, welcome back to The View. So, Whoopi, just leave the show, okay? Leave the show. Sorry I came back to it. But she was in the back of my mind for some reason, okay? That's all going on. Anime, I'm getting sick and tired of. Everything's a goddamn... I can't even watch any old anime without the tropes being in there. I am tired of the tropes. I am tired of the same thing. It is the same garbage every time. The hero's talking. You know what? Let me talk about something. Why is it that during a fight, they feel compelled to talk? You don't talk in the middle of a fight. You don't. Talk afterwards, okay? It's the constant trope. You have some big bad guy, he shows up, he has all this power. The small guy, who's the protagonist, charges forth and starts attacking the guy or whatever. The guy appears to be too powerful or whatever. And the hero's getting his ass beat or whatever. And then he goes into this long thing. He typically always has one eye closed because that's how they show it. He's gritting his teeth and he's saying, he's doubting his own power and shit like that. And, but he starts to remember his friends. He's all about his friends or whatever. They give him his power. Hello, Kingdom Hearts. And, he starts to, show some burst in power that apparently was, not there before. And so then he rises up. It's unexpected by the enemy. The enemy gets pushed back, but then the enemy goes even harder. And it's a back and forth thing. But people see this shit and then they get tired of it. I was so utterly relieved and excited when I saw AOT, when Eren, spoiler alert, punches the Warhammer Titan before they could transform, okay? That was a huge deal because everything in anime was like, you wait for it. Comes from Dragon Ball, honestly, Dragon Ball Z. Vegeta's waiting, I think, for Cell to transform or I don't know if it was Ginyu or somebody else, just so he could prove he's better. You wait till they transform, but he doesn't give a shit. I love what Eren's doing. He's saying, fuck everyone else. I'm doing what I'm doing, okay? I'm not gonna let you transform. You think I'm stupid? And he did that. I'm watching Demon Slayer. It's amazing. It's going places I wasn't exactly expecting. I was surprised. I'm happy. The only two animes I give a shit about watching right now, and I'm still watching Black Clover, by the way, and it is still a little whatever. I'm so happy I'm hoping one of the Black Bulls dies, and if you know who I'm talking about, it's the one that is obsessed with his sister Marie. I can't stand Ghost. I hope Ghost dies, okay? I hope that demon sword that impaled him through the chest is gonna go up his ass next and in his mouth. I hate Ghost. He's a fucking asshole. He shouldn't be in the group. All he does is put Asta down, which everyone else does, okay? He's obsessed with no one but his sister, which is creepy, okay? They have to have a warning for that anime alone saying, potential pedophile, okay? He's too in love with his sister. It's uncomfortable to watch. He has no bleeds every time he even mentions her. I can't stand him. I despise him. He has mirror magic. Ooh, so interesting. You reflect shit. You can reflect beams off of mirrors and do everything else, or make a whole bunch of clones or whatever. Gray, I'm sick and tired of. All she can do is cry and complain because she's so shy and she can't help it. She's been her normal self for the Black Bulls for, I think, almost a year now. She should be used to this already. Okay, she's socially awkward. But that, I want to hear the excuses. I know someone's socially awkward and they learn how to get over it within a year of being around other people that know who they are and that can deal with, with the issues or whatever it is. It doesn't matter. I'm so tired of it. You know what? And Charmy, let me tell you about Charmy. All Charmy cares about is food. Her obsession with food was cute at first, and she has dormant power. But again, they're doing the whole anime thing. I'm tired of the fact that she's a glutton on the show, and people support her bullshit. I hate the fact that anime is not real enough. I hate the fact that everyone mistreats the main characters. That the women lay their hands on the guys who are the main characters and they can't do shit about it. And no one corrects the woman or reprimands her for putting their hands on anyone for no reason. But because it's an anime trope, because it's acceptable, people just watch it. I get pissed off watching it, okay? Am I going woke? I don't know. I am not, okay? I'm simply pointing out the facts from the bullshit. I'm so tired of this, okay? When can we have some... Can we make things make sense again? That's what I want. That's who I'm voting for. Okay? Make things make sense again. Amar setalu alma recipo. Politisunam prokasunam pahalu. Make things make sense again. Okay? I want things to get better. I am tired of this. I am this close. I am this close to using black magic. I am this close. I am being driven insane by the amount of madness that I am seeing. This is ridiculous. I am pushed off against the wall. That's all this thing is. I am so tired of this, okay? Food prices are going up. Did you notice? But guess what's not going up? People's money that they're making. Okay, and you know what else is going up? People's weight. Okay, you say there's a food shortage, but people are still getting fatter. People are still getting fat. No one's taking care of their own bodies. No one's, intaking things that are good for their systems. I'm doing my part. I am trying, Am I still seeing you? Yes. Oh my God. I know. Maybe that's what's wrong with me. Maybe I need someone to hold me down. Oh. Maybe, you know what? No. Maybe what I need is a dog to kick across the lawn. Because apparently that gets views on YouTube and on TikTok. Okay? More views than The View does. Believe it or not. No, I'm joking. No, I love dogs. I love cats, love animals. Pugs. Now, let me tell you about pugs. Pugs, are they ugly? Some of them. But there is something cute about pugs, though. Chihuahuas, I hate it. They're ugly. They're rats that people think are dogs. Okay, you shouldn't have a chihuahua. Something that small shouldn't exist to begin with. Okay? A pug shouldn't exist either. Neither should a bulldog or any of these other breeds. Why? Because they develop issues, they have diseases, they have, genetic problems and things of that nature. I feel so sorry for these animals, due to, human avarice, through, human want. We want something that looks cute a certain way. We don't care how it feels or how it ends up looking. But the poor thing can't even breathe, okay? Do you not remember George Floyd? That's what these animals are going through, okay? They can't breathe at all, okay? Some of them don't even have necks to step on. They can't breathe, the poor things, okay? Stop breeding pugs. Stop making chihuahuas. Stop making hybrid dogs that aren't supposed to exist. Stop it, okay? The world has gone mad with avarice. And you know what else? I don't give a shit what Kim K does, okay? I don't care what Kanye does either. They are adults. They have their own things happening in their lives. Get over yourselves. It's nothing fascinating. It's nothing new about it, okay? Shane Dawson. I'm just joking. I love you, Shane. Ryland's cool, but Ryland, oh my God. You know what? I saw The Sip. Good show. You know, if you can't see it from me, The Sip, it's like a podcast. It's with, Lizzie something. I'm sorry, Lizzie. I love you, though. You are hilarious. I absolutely love Lizzie. And, of course, Ryland with their cute producer, Chris. Who's there, who had a horrible breakup. I sure hope the world for you, Chris. You deserve some happiness, some time to relax if you don't know. His boyfriend, who I think was with him for about 10 years, decided to end the relationship. And I was so distraught about it. I was like, no, poor Chris. He was so, you could tell he's started thinking about it, but he has a really good sense of humor. I absolutely adore his personality. He's like a vibrant light in the room. I glow up every time I see him. Unlike Shane, who's my drama queen, honestly, Shane. Bring it back a little bit. Bring it back a bit. But back to Ryland, okay? They're not gonna see this, and if they do, yeah. But let me be honest, Ryland, Lizzie was right to correct you on your use of grammar and the words and the phrases you are using. I am very peeved by this. I'm not a grammar Nazi. I am not a wordophile. Anything. Oh, and let me get to that in a bit. But Ryland, you've been talking before. It is all of a sudden, it's redundant and doesn't make sense. You have to say all of a sudden, dear. Please do that for me, and I will love you a little bit more. Shane, man up a little bit. Let's be honest. Man up a little bit, okay? Don't be so sensitive. I know you're an empath, as am I. But us empaths, over time, we can become very jaded and we can learn to hate the world, which is what you don't want, okay? Develop a thick skin, which you do. You're doing good at that, Shane, okay? But honestly, this is coming from me because I'm a fan. I love you very much, okay? I'm trying to look out for you and Ryland, okay? Because people were attacking you guys and everything, and I was defending you, believe it or not. Because I was like, this outrage is ridiculous, first of all. But Shane, I'm going to say this. I feel as though you'll never see this, but my audience, if you know, okay? You don't see them, but whatever. Shane, I remember, when Shane was first singing around you, Shane was, a lot thinner, a lot lighter, and he was a bit more, I believe, closed up, maybe, but in a comfortable sense. There were certain things he would talk about or not say, or whatever. And then he, became a bit more open, which I'm fine with. But I feel like Shane is too... He's turning into a baby. Like, he whines a little bit. He complains a lot more. He's very sensitive. I love his energy. But I feel as though it's been tainted a little bit. I don't know what it is. Because I prefer maybe something a bit more masculine or what. I don't know what it is. But I'm trying to be honest with you. Whatever. Back to the whole file thing. Like I told you. So recently I found out this someone that apparently... I might have to change the name of this channel and I might have to find something out or whatever because there are other media files out there. But clearly, they are not like me whatsoever. I am here. Look at me. I am somebody that cares very deeply for his audience. I'm somebody that here is trying to give you some content, something to think about, something to talk about. Honestly. As well as to rant into the camera. Honestly, there's other media files. They are the false prophets. Don't listen to them. What comes out of their mouths are vipers, snakes, and lizards, roaches. All right, Mariah, shut up. I'm just joking. No, but seriously, I was like, you know what? Maybe a change for the channel may be in need. Who knows? I'm open to ideas and suggestions. But let's be frank. No one puts anything in the comments anyway. So I'm going to sort of come up with something and just, see what happens. To be honest. Just to see what happens. Because honestly... I have to. I don't really know what else to do at the moment, But that's all that shit going on. As you can tell, my mind is amok. Okay, my grimoire is there. I am looking at it right. Shut up. Okay, I am upset right now. Can't you see? I'm just going to shove this up my ass. Wait a minute. Yeah, it still hates me. Thank you. I have to play this. No, honestly, I have to play this with, without, these gloves on or whatever. But, honestly, whatever. It's over. the rant is over. I hope all of you enjoyed it. Thank you so much for watching, for listening. Don't think anything less of me. Most of what I said is, in jest, in humor. I don't really hate anyone that I mentioned. I'm just over all of this. Why are we creating idols? Okay, what I care about is us, the people, my people. I'm just joking. You guys, of course, you know this. So honestly, I'm here. I'm simply being transparent for today. We'll have something for Valentine's Day / Mythalis Day. Who knows? I might even have a special guest on. Who is it going to be? I don't know. But I am absolutely excited. I hope all of you are doing well, that you're practicing in safety, whether it is sex or your magic, or even whatever your craft is. That you remember that there's people that do care for you, that you prioritize yourself over others, but while not singling them out entirely. Help others when you can, when you know you can, okay? When you feel confident and strong and sure of yourself, okay? Make sure you're kind to others, your animals, your families, you're feeding them, you're letting your brother out of the cage every once in a while because it does get gassy in there, believe it or not. That you remember that people like me and Pahalu love you very deeply. And if anyone tells you to get a life, then tell them this. I don't give a shit